Yeah. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. So there's a couple things I'm going to touch on real quick. So as you all know, by my last community post, you know what I'm saying, the merchandise shop is now live. You know what I mean? You can send me the PayPal for your merchandise, and I'll get that out to you expeditiously, your hat or your shirt. The PayPal, I'll leave it right here as my email address, ElijahEBrunson@gmail.com. Also, you can send me your money Cash App. I'll leave that down there as well. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get it out as soon as possible, man. You know what I mean? Supplies are very limited. It's actually selling out pretty quickly because these are the shirts and the hats that will be coming to you guys with the free Alpha Grip in the package. So you know what I'm saying, make sure you get your stuff on time so you can take advantage of this free Alpha Grip, so you can try these Alpha Grips out, and then you can start ordering your own Alpha Grips if you want, man. You know what I mean? That's just how we gonna carry it. So yeah, man, so something's been kind of like, you know, weighing on me that I got to talk about, man. So as a lot of my Eagles fans know, who keep tabs on the game, who at the link sometimes, you know what I mean? We all know the situation that went down with Mike Scott. Now, we all know the dangers of something like that. You know, it was, I wasn't at this home game. I didn't see Mike Scott. I wasn't there. It's just a lot of stuff that's being brought to my attention about the situation. You know what I mean? Something happened between Mike Scott and some Eagles fans. I don't know if these guys had a coffin out there with Sean Taylor's jersey on it, but a lot of people are saying that they didn't. If these guys did have that, that is totally unacceptable. You know what I'm saying? It's just unacceptable. Now, this is what we got to understand as Eagles fans. Like, guys like myself, I travel to other stadiums. You got guys like the Fourth and John podcast, E-Rock and those boys, they travel to other stadiums. You know what I'm saying? What the fans are doing who don't travel to these other stadiums, these guys still thinking that it's 1950 or whatever, and we got to prove something like we the toughest fan base and we the wildest fan base. No, that's not what we got to do, man. Because how would y'all feel if I went to another stadium and somebody did something to me just because I'm an Eagles content creator? You know what I'm saying? How would y'all feel if y'all went to another stadium and somebody did something to y'all just because you represent the Philadelphia Eagles? That's your team. You know what I'm saying? E-Rock couldn't have said it better. I don't know if y'all saw what E-Rock had to say about the situation, but, you know, E-Rock is, we all know who Mike Trout plays for. I don't follow baseball like that, but I know Mike Trout is a huge Eagles fan. We all know that. And he reps his team to the fullest. You see what I'm saying? I think he plays for a team on the West Coast. He reps his team to the fullest. Nobody's out there trying to cause him any harm because he's an Eagles fan. You know what I'm saying? Mike Scott actually plays for the Philadelphia 76ers. He just happens to be a Redskins fan. He represents the city on the basketball court. He represents the city on the basketball court. I guarantee you this, every 76ers fan is not an Eagles fan. I mean, every 76ers player is not an Eagles fan. These guys from all over the world. But Mike Scott does things in the community. He interacts with people. He's actually at the games walking around like a regular person. It's a multi-million-dollar athlete. And how dare us as a fan base? And I'm seeing comments, people are saying that's what he get. No, that's not what he get. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, y'all can't keep doing stuff like that because you're going to run into the right one. Now, I don't condone violence. I don't promote violence. But, you know, enough is enough in this sense. Enough is enough. We're Super Bowl champions. We don't have to act like we ain't never won nothing no more. We ain't got to act like that we losing our minds. We ain't got to do that. We ain't got to boost Santa Claus. We ain't got to throw batteries on football fields. We don't have to do that stuff. We got to get rid of that dark cloud because a new generation of Eagles fans are coming up. In this generation, my daughter and them's age, my daughter was born in 2016. My daughter was born in the Carson Wentz era. All she knows is winning. We don't got to conduct ourselves like losers because that's not where we at, man. You know what I mean? I just wanted to leave y'all with that real quick. So, yeah, man. So, I'm going to do something that I don't really do. I'm going to pick the games for this week because I know I'm going to be more accurate than a lot of these other guys picking the games. I'm going to pick the games this week, man. And, you know, I see a lot of people pick the games and their bias shows in the games. They got the Eagles losing to the Falcons. Who the hell thinks that? Nobody but some of these biased guys. But I'm going to pick these games real quick. So we're going to start with today, the Thursday night game. Tampa Bay and Carolina. I got Carolina plus 14. Yeah, plus 14. I think Jameis Winston stinks. It just is what it is. Jameis Winston is going to throw the ball up there to that hungry Carolina defense, and they're going to take advantage of him. Miss a division game. Arizona at Baltimore. I got Baltimore plus 10. That just speaks for itself. Arizona rookie quarterback going against a team like Baltimore who literally just exploded paws all over the NFL. So I got Baltimore plus 10. Buffalo and the New York Giants. I actually got Buffalo plus 3. I think Buffalo showed me some stuff last week that lets me know that they could pull out close games. It lets me know they're gonna keep fighting. You know what I'm saying? And what I seen last week out of the New York Giants, that they're prepared to lay down and tank. So I got Buffalo plus 3. The Dallas Cowboys at Washington Redskins. Okay, I got the Dallas Cowboys plus 3. That's not going to be an easy game. Now, you saw the Dallas Cowboys in rare form against a really, really bad team. It got listen, let me tell y'all something real quick before I go. Vegas is just taking y'all money. You see one game against a team who's going to win maybe 5 games in the New York Giants, and the odds start changing. They go up in the power rankings after 1 week. Just watch how this thing play out. Watch how this thing play out. But I got the Dallas Cowboys should win that game plus 3. Being realistic about it. I'm not one of them Eagles fans that's going to tell you, oh, I hate Dallas that much, and I don't think they could beat the Washington. They could beat Washington, but I wouldn't be surprised if Washington beat them. Colts at Tennessee. I got the Colts plus 7. I liked what Jacoby Brissett and the coach showed against the Chargers last week. I believe it was, you know, they showed that they're not going to lay down in spite, you know, they're not going to lay down because of what happened to Andrew Luck. Jacksonville at Houston. I got Houston plus 7. They lost in that heartbreaker Monday night. The Chargers in Detroit. I actually got Detroit plus 3. That's an upset. Mark my words, Detroit going to beat the Chargers. The Vikings in Green Bay, I got the Vikings plus 7. The Green Bay didn't really show me a lot in last Thursday. They didn't show me enough to let me know that they was ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Aaron Rodgers looks still rusty to me. New England and Miami. I got Miami catching a body plus 17. I got New England plus 17 catching a body. San Fran, Cincinnati. I got San Fran plus 10. The Seahawks in Pittsburgh. I got the Seahawks plus 10. The Chiefs in Oakland. I got the Chiefs plus 14. Chicago and Denver. I got Chicago plus 7. Denver just stinks. The Saints in LA. I actually got LA plus 10. Keep your eyes on that one, man. I got LA pulling that out. Philly and Atlanta, I got Philly plus 10. Cleveland and the Jets, I actually got the Jets plus 3. Call it what you like. I got the Jets plus 3, man. I think the Jets plus 3. Let's just see how this plays out, man. I'm gonna keep tabs on this and see where I went wrong, and we're gonna talk about it. You know what I mean? I like what Alshon Jeffrey did. I like DNA. I like Deshaun. I like Nelly. I like Alshon. Because they're going to be really, really important Sunday Night Football. I like DNA a lot. As the sun shines down on us and we feel on this ambiance, I got a gift for you guys. I got a real live gift for you guys. And it comes in the form. See, I got the Kelly Green pen too. It comes in the form of a whiteboard. In the form of a whiteboard. Now, this is the offensive line. You got your left tackle, your left guard, your center. You got your right guard, your right tackle. You got your quarterback, and you got your running back right here. Primarily, we're hoping that Judge Dolph would... First of all, the Atlanta Falcons laid the egg last week. They were beaten up on by a one-dimensional team who didn't even pass the ball. I refuse to believe, and I heard their coach or one of their coaches on the radio basically in fear of the deep ball. So say Deshaun is out here. You got Deshaun right here. These guys is in fear. They're in fear. You got Deshaun. This is Deshaun right here. All Deshaun really got to do is go out there and strike fear into the heart of the secondary. Deshaun Jackson put the league on notice. Whether you want to believe it or not, Deshaun Jackson put the... Let me back up. Deshaun Jackson put the league on notice. You know what I'm saying? That he can still run. He's somebody you got to guard. 250-yard passes. Who else did that last week? Now, that safety is going to start cheating over. He's going to start cheating over. He got to pay attention to Deshaun Jackson. Now, if we do a bunch formation, you have Nelly right here with Deshaun, or if you have Zach Ertz right here, they then can take advantage of the middle of the field. You see what I'm saying? They can take advantage of the middle of the field. By taking advantage of the middle of the field, I believe that the Atlanta Falcons are going to sell out and not give up anything deep. They're going to settle for the underneath throws. This is going to be potentially a big game for our tight ends and Nelson Aguilar. Probably Arcega-Whiteside if he gets some burn. They are going to settle for the underneath throws and rely on making a tackle. We know they can't do that. Now, that safety at all times is going to have to pay attention to Deshaun Jackson. So what else does this open up? This opens up Jordan Howard to run in between the tackles and attack the middle of the field that way. Now, we know Atlanta primarily is going to play a cover 3, and Carson Wentz can dismantle this cover 3 defense. They're so afraid of the deep threat of what the Alshon Jeffrey possess and Deshaun Jackson possess. The middle of the field will be wide open. Trust me when I tell you, the middle of the field will be wide open. Now, on the flip side of that, now us playing defense, we cannot leave the middle of the field open. You see what I'm saying? They will hurt us in the middle of the field. We can't do that on the defensive side of the ball. But we're going to just talk about how we can attack these guys offensively to keep their offense off of the field. We want to control time of possession. We want to run the ball effectively in the middle of the field. We don't need to run to the outside on these guys. You know what I'm saying? Now we could do a little running in between tackles, you know what I mean, to kind of get to the outside. But we don't need to bounce nothing out on the toss play. We don't need to do toss plays with Darren Sproles. This needs to be a physical game. We need to let our offensive linemen show that defensive line who's boss from the beginning of the game. From the beginning of the game, we need to be physical with these guys on the offensive side of the ball. This need to be smash mouth football. This could easily be a shootout, judging by both offenses, but why do we want it to be a shootout? We need to take that identity from them. Now, listen, if they cannot, listen, they can't win a shootout. You know what I'm saying? That's their only chance if it's a shootout. They can't win any other style of game. Listen, Minnesota took the heart out of them. They took it from them. They took their one power from them, and that was the ability for them to expose Minnesota deep. What else have they shown after that? They haven't shown anything on tape that I saw. They couldn't run the ball effectively. Everything that works for the Atlanta Falcons has to be set up by passing. It has to be set up by the pass. If you get pressure on Matt Ryan, they're done. They're done. If you keep them off the field and you out-physical them, they're done. I'm not trying to play no bend, don't break defense. I'm trying to let these guys know who's boss. You see what I'm saying? I feel that strongly in our offensive capabilities, you know what I'm saying, that I want to accept the ball first. I really feel like that we could take control of this game from Jump Street. And that's how we do it, by attacking the middle of the field. I'm calling a big game for Zach Ertz and a big game for Nelson Aguilar. I think that this is a perfect game for Deshaun Jackson and Alshon Jeffrey to be decoys in a sense. You know what I'm saying? And just let the underneath things develop. You're going to have screen passes that develop from that. Miles Sanders catching balls in the backfield. Jordan Howard catching balls out of the backfield. You're going to have Darren Sproles potentially catching balls out of the backfield. I think the screen plays are going to be key. And a lot of these intermittent routes, I think we're going to expose these guys. We're going to rule time of possession. And we're going to keep our offense on the field, keeping their offense off the field. You see what I'm saying? And we got to finish drives. I think that a shootout is what everybody wants to see, but that's not our best chance to winning the game. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. The game is coming real fast, man.